much to join us. And just to start, can you tell us about you and what your specific experience in the field of human mobility?
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to discuss this. We have a very keen interest in human mobility as an organization. I am part of Synthesis Center for Research and Education in Cyprus, and I am the vocational training manager. So I had the chance to explore a lot of aspects of human mobility, some of them willingly and some of them dictated by circumstances. Me as well came here as an expat from Greece. And please note my choice of term. It highlights all the bias we carry for human mobility. So I consider myself an expat, although technically speaking, I'm a migrant. So it's very interesting to see how words dictate the reality that we experience and how much harsher is the reality for migrants, refugees, asylum seekers. And these are the people we work with. And usually you would expect them to complain about their forced mobility. However, they are usually grateful for the chance they get to get out of the situations in their countries. And I think this should humble us as Europeans and force us to explore human mobility as what it is, the desire for a safer and better future. Nothing more, nothing less.
You are right. So the next question is, how important is education and training in integrating refugee migrants in Europe?
I would say it is critical because it is the only chance we get to give these people an opportunity not just to stay in a place but become part of this place without losing their original identities. Most of them believe that it's some sort of infidelity if you forget your roots, your language, your customs. It's only through training and education that you can help them realize that we can all be who we are, but we can be together. So I would say besides the skills and knowledge that are also very useful, and besides the part of cultural awareness, which again is very, very important to help them realize the culture in which they are being hosted and also share their own culture to the host population, education and training helps them feel comfortable enough to become part of the place without forgetting who they are. And I would say that most of the education and training so far has been focused on skills, employability skills, language skills, computer skills. And this means we are missing a very valuable opportunity to go beyond that and try to make these people a part of our society and benefit from them and let them benefit from us and our culture.
Thank you very much. You are absolutely right. And the last question is, what would you suggest to make education and training program more inclusive for migrants and refugees?
We should tailor these programs, not take something that exists and attempt to force them to be part of it. What works for our native population might not be the best and most suitable option for migrants and refugees. This may be something very simple. For example, a lot of people are not used to be taught in a classroom. They would benefit from a walk around the city, for example. Also, another very important element is language. Until they can reach a level where they can be taught in a foreign language, such as English or Greek or Italian, we should make an effort to have the initial trainings in their own native languages and be mindful of their culture and their customs. So I don't think that us being respectful is actually eroding our identity or forcing us to abandon our own views about equality, rights, inclusion. It is just respect. It's not forced, And for example, I would be vigilant about having a male language tutor tutoring women from a culture where this is seen as not typical. So for the first steps, we need to be respectful and mindful and try to take into account not only the background from which these people come, but also the trauma they carry. We cannot expect the same reactions and the same attitudes that people in a Western society have, not because they are having, a life full of roses, but because it is a different set of challenges. So
Of
we all
course.
have issues, but when designing a training program for people that fled under violent circumstances, you need to take that into account and actually allow for a couple of weeks or months or sessions so that these people can first establish rapport with you and then you move on to the actual content of the training.
Irini, thank you very much for your participation of Manifesto project. Thank you very much, and I hope you a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you.
All the best.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.